Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to Geno's Bad at Games. For years I've been ragging on the Max Payne movie, so I decided that I'm going to show you why the Max Payne movie is stupid by showing you how good a Max Payne game can be. I tried to live stream this not too long ago, and I had some issues. I'm not sure what they were, but it was lagging and everything else. So I decided I'm going to do it a different way. I'm going to record it and upload them. For those that did sit through that experiment, I do appreciate it a ton. There were some problems with it saving the file or something too, but because it didn't pop up like I thought it would after I recorded. So who knows what happened with that. So yeah, I'm going to start this game over, play the story mode, probably play a chapter at a time, and we'll just go from there. And I explained before this Hawaiian shirt. In the game, Max Payne wears a Hawaiian shirt, and I scoured the internet to do a video. I needed the shirt. I did a video called Max Payne Reviews Max Payne, where I destroyed a bunch of DVDs and posters of Mark Wahlberg's movie, and I dressed up with this shirt. This is the exact same pattern that he wears in the game. So yeah, if you get a chance to look up that video, it's pretty cheesy, but I had a good time destroying stuff. So yeah, we're gonna do the story. Don't expect me to be, and I said this in the live stream, don't expect me to be like Markiplier or something like that. I don't do this. This is, when I live streamed, that was the first time I ever live streamed and first time I ever played a game online. So, I'm just going to have a little bit of fun, enjoy the story, comment when I can, and, if you guys enjoy it, let me know. All right, we're going to start the story here. Go ahead and start a new story. And yep. And since I wasn't that good at medium, because again this series is called Geno's Bad at Games. Of course I'm gonna play on hard. No, we're playing easy. I'm not that good at this game. I'm okay. But I just want to have some fun. So and shoot some bad guys. So here we go. We're gonna play on easy. And I think we'll use a little bit of soft lock. That'll help too. And nope, no inverted look. All right, here we go, guys. I'll let Max tell the story.
This place is great, really comfortable. I'm just gonna get settled in. Time to move on. Get on with my life. Yes, absolutely.
One thing I liked is the skewed perspective is because they use it because Max is high on pain pills and drunk
Like
most
I
of the
said,
time in this game.
It was a long time ago.
He's still mourning the death of his family from the first game. He just never really got over it. In the second game, he thought he was going to be able to move on. He fell in love with Mona Sachs, and then other than the special ending, which doesn't really count, she died.
More my style than Panama or Hoboken, I guess. No, if I'm honest, I just got kind of bored of boozing. I mean, once in a while, but not all the time. You're right. It wasn't doing me any favors. Maybe I'd lost my self-respect, but it's back. I'm excited. Really. I really needed a new start. I think you're right. I think I am gonna like it here. It certainly ain't New Jersey. It's my new life, just like you said. Listen, if you think I can still do a job, what have I got to lose? Apart from the weight. Very funny. Ha ha. Yes, that is a fake laugh, you jerk.
Gotta hand it to Rockstar. They do graphics good, especially people. I've mentioned this before. If you notice the booze called Kong, it's got an ape on it. I don't know why I always found that funny.
So I guess I'd become what they wanted me to be. A killer. Some rent-a-clown with a gun who puts holes in other bad guys. Well, that's what they had paid for, so in the end, that's what they got. Say what you want about Americans, but we understand capitalism. You buy yourself a product and you get what you pay for. And these chumps had paid for some angry gringo without the sensibilities to know right from wrong. Here I was, about to execute this poor bastard like some dime store angel of death. And I realized they were correct. I wouldn't know right from wrong if one of them was helping the poor and the other was banging my sister. I'd arrived in Sao Paulo a few weeks before. I was working a protection detail for the kind of people who need protection in a town like this. And what kind of town was this? One where I didn't speak the language and they didn't water down their drinks. So for now, we seemed to get along just fine. Of course, that was about to change.
Hey, brother.
Hey,
How's the cocktail?
it's scotch. I never mix my drinks.
Well, at least not on duty.
Something like that.
Man, that favela is big.
Yep. Nothing like the view of extreme poverty to make a penthouse cocktail party really swing.
I guess they call it trickle-down economics.
That's funny.
It's supposed to be a charity thing. Drink and give money. I don't know, something for the kids. Hey, listen, man. We better look lively. This place is a nightmare. They just got cowboys running security downstairs. Something rotten in the air.
That didn't mean much. There was always something rotten in the air. The family we were protecting were local celebrities, rich parasites with delusions of humanity. The kind of people who end up in glossy magazines or body bags, depending on how their luck runs. So where are they all? I see Rodrigo over there talking to that guy.
Yeah, I don't know him. That guy next to him. He's some kind of cop. I think, I'm not sure. Serious, though. Big end cop, anti-gang sort of thing. I can't remember his name.
So who's this guy?
That That guy's a plastic surgeon or some kind of surgeon. Tummy tucks and cock implants. Ha, look at Marcel. Still dances like a fool.
Guess that's what a European education and a coke habit will do for Ricky Martin look-alike.
That's very funny, Max. Oh, excuse me.
I always like the humor of these games.
I was mostly working for Rodrigo Branco, a local businessman. Built things, did some charity, had things named after him, won awards, owned things, people. One of the trophies he had won was his wife, Fabiana. She was hot and wanted to be dangerous. Some good genes trying to fight their way out of a cesspit. She'd married well and was now at leisure to regret her good fortune. They got along as well as any rich workaholic and his younger airhead wife tend to get along. They mostly ignored each other. She spent a lot of time with his cokehead younger brother, Marcello. He was a good-time guy if your idea of a good time was an expensive suit, a bottle of champagne, and nothing between the ears. The middle brother, Victor, had just walked in. He was a local politician. Guy was smoother than an oil slick on an iceberg and about as toxic. The rest of the crowd, I didn't know, but I could imagine the types. People who know if they drink enough, they won't have to feel guilty about their good fortune. Suddenly, things turned real ugly. Felt like our hangovers arrived right on cue.
Alright, now we're about to go. Someone in the live stream asked me if I missed the comic strip stuff, like cutscenes from the first one. I think they did a good job kind of representing them in a new way with these, and the boxes pop up.
What was that? I don't know what the fuck that was. Let's go.
Things had gone from fine to fucked up in about a second, and now there were two idiots at the wheel.
Clear. Got this floor?
Sure.
Look after yourself, bro. Stay safe.
It wasn't my own safety I was concerned about, trophy wife or not. I'd said I would protect the girl.
Ah, the cover system. I love the fact they gave him a cover system in this. Again, I'm not very good, so
only this time she wasn't calling for more liquor in her cocktail.
alright.
She was out on one of the balconies, and I hoped, not about to be thrown off it.
Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid.
This next scene is what I love about these games. When it goes cinematic and you do some slow motion cool stuff.
Drunkenness, or maybe both. But before I knew it, I was back taking insane risks, trying to save fallen women.
Tranquila, tranquila. Nós cuidamos disso.
Nice work. Hey, you need a hand?
No, you? Who the hell's Rodrigo?
I don't know, man. Thanks.
Somebody's gotta go find him.
Está tudo sob controle agora. Fica tranquila.
I imagined the elevator doors opening to a firing squad of muzzles. As far as I could see it, the one thing my plan had going was that no one else would be stupid enough to pull this move.
Where's Bronco?
Once Bronco was out the door, all bets were off. I had to keep moving.
Yeah, there's some levels in this where if you stop moving, you will you'll fail the level because they'll like get away.
It looked like they were taking him out through the basement. Maybe I still had a shot. Rodrigo was too rich a prize for them to throw away. Sure, I'd have to work hard to get him back, but I knew the bad guys would want the boss alive almost as much as I did.
Get them all? There we go.
They weren't far ahead. Once I opened the door, I'd actually have to come up with a plan. The great thing about being famous as well as rich is the bad guys know who to kidnap. Another parking lot rattling with gunfire. Was I too late?
Like how you can keep shooting when they're dead. You can waste as many bullets as you want. Also, I like that when other people speak different language, Max don't understand it, so you don't get a translation.
Rodrigo! I'm here! Mr. Bronco!
You're okay. You're okay. Come on, get up. Come on, get up. You're okay. Come with me. Just come on. It's okay. Stay right here. It's okay.
Ei, vocês aí! Que porra vocês estão fazendo? A justiça local?
Que porra você acha que é, falando com meus homens assim?
Você acha que tem o direito de matar as pessoas a sangue frio, Becker?
Cala a boca, cuzão! Continua dando multas. Não põe o nariz onde não é chamado. Vamos!
Yep, I didn't understand a word they said.
Chama uma ambulância!
Oh, that one was ambulance.
Fuck.
And I understood that one too.
You say so. Don't look so good.
Hey, what could be better, huh? The good guys are reunited, and the Commando Sombra are dead.
I guess. So who's this guy?
I don't know. Some kind of cop. Different branch of the police. Not UFE, but normal cops. I don't know about this stuff. Politics. Everywhere politics. Shit, Max, you look kind of beat up. Let's get this lot home, and then I'll get you home too. Come on.
Back home, it was time for some R&R, the only way I knew how. And with that, I guess I was ready for bed. A couple of days later, it was back to work. Ferrying the boss's broad and his dipshit of a brother out for the night so they could recover from their brush with mortality. Then again, what did I expect?
About to go one of the
These were
most
kind
fun
people
levels
who went to
in
nightclubs
this
and helicopters.
game, the nightclub.
Presumably so she could show off just how rich and empty her life was. And boy, was she about to learn the meaning of rich and empty.
Max! Max! I was speaking to you.
Sorry, what was that?
Oh, I was saying we get into a lot of scrapes, man.
Well, we're still here.
Hey!
Thanks to you, Max. I owe you my life.
Boom.
It wasn't just him, huh, baby?
Oh, yes, Marcel. I'm sure you did a lot to save everyone. You were probably worried about getting blood on your stash.
Very funny.
Thank you, Max. I don't know what I would do without my sister.
Spend even more time doing something useful. You know she works in the favela.
She's the good sister. Shut up. What did you hear, Faba? More bodies turned up where people went missing. It's horrifying.
Did someone say Buzz Q?
Hey.
I'm just kidding, but it is a cold town, man. Hey, here we are. Saúde. I love this place. E aí, Zé Carioca, falou, brother. I love this view. It's a real chill place to hang, you know? Do a little business, have some fun. I need it too. I've been working far too hard. Like a whore during Fleechy Weeky, as my roommate used to say. You like that, Max?
That's pretty funny.
Max hates that guy.
Oh, look, it's Alfonso's little
Marcelo, Fabiana,
Oi.
it's been too long.
Você se lembra da minha irmã, Giovanna?
Claro que sim, Fabiana. I'm glad you are still with us. Come, I heard what happened. I've missed you. I would have called, but you know how it is. Didn't want it to bother you. Hey, Marcelo. Marcelo, I think I might have an interesting investment for your brother.
Well, call him up, homie.
I haven't seen him for a while. Last week was Fashion Week. My God, Egypt, but so beautiful. You know Anastasia?
Oh, yeah, I know, Anna.
One of the coolest looking scenes is about to happen. I played it in the live stream, so Max will go diving through a window, and then you got to start shooting baddies as you're coming down. It's pretty cool. Pretty hard, but pretty cool.
Your table, nothing but the best. Nothing but the second best. Why can't we sit over there, man?
I love you, but Claudio booked an advance.
Claudio? Fucking Claudio, he isn't even any good. If he were going to be in Barcelona, Milan, he couldn't make it in Germany. Now he comes back here acts like fucking royalty.
I'll introduce you.
Nah, I need precisa. Just give me a bottle of champagne, eh?
This kind of place made me want to puke. I needed a real drink to deal with the electronic music and the robotic people.
Fucking monkey from a fucking slum. He acts cool with me.
What's that?
Nothing. Say, Max, you're a man of the world. What do you fucking do it, man?
About what?
What do you do about life?
Look at me, I'm standing in a nightclub, listening to music I can't stand. I'm 5,000 miles from home, I'm armed, and I'm drinking. You don't want to listen to advice from me, amigo.
Oh, Max, I love you, man. You're fucking real, you know? Oh, shit, people. Fuck 'em. People get me wrong. I think I love a wrong woman. Oh, excuse me. Fabio! Fabio! Ah, my nigga, how are you?
Thank God he had left. A minute more of his drivel and I would have had to put a bullet in him myself. It soon turned out I wasn't the only one.
Alright. There we go. Got 4 of them, that wasn't bad. Ooh, I ran out of bullets, I think.
I hadn't seen it coming, but that was no surprise. It's hard to keep your eye on the ball through the bottom of a glass. The doors had been chained shut. I didn't need my Portuguese for Beginners phrase book to work out what was going on. The guy making the noise was the boss. He was sending them around to cut me off from the other side. And sure enough, a few seconds later, I had some company on the dance floor. There had to be another way out through the VIP lounge. Rich fools love a private exit. Poor bastard's name was Claudio. I found out later he was a pretty big shot soccer player for the Galatians. Some nearly superstar just back from Europe. The usual. Scored goals, scored girls. The only box he'd be getting into now was the one he'd be leaving in.
Hey, Sao Paulo's favorite bodyguard. How's it going, bro?
It's not good. Some guys took Giovanna and Fabiana.
What? Jesus, Max. Hey, I'm on my way.
No, stay in the chopper. We'll need a way out of here. I'll go find the girls.
Got it. They came out there. They went that way into the lounge.
Come here.
Go.
Get up. You can't stay here. I need you to lock this door behind you. Get everybody else out of here. Son of a bitch.
on, I got that guy. There we go. Oh, great. I got like 2 bullets left. I love it when you get up close. Do those.
All this unfinished business, and all I could think about was my unfinished scotch.
Don't shoot, por favor.
You an American?
Sure. Yeah, I'm from Steele, North Dakota, just outside of Bismarck. Anders Stetling. This is some place, huh? They told me it was a little fresh, but I wasn't expecting things to be quite like this.
No?
No, see, I've seen things. I was a cop for 25 years. I've seen men run over by combines. I've seen husbands who just ate their wives, but a gunfight at a disco.
You were a cop?
Yeah, just retired. Oh, what a life that was. And it gave me the money to raise a family. Oh, I got a girl at college in Wisconsin and a boy who's playing football for Minnesota State. You want to see their picture?
No, that's all right. Sounds nice. Listen, you're staying here. Don't be a hero.
Oh, I won't. I'm retired.
Happy, healthy ex-cop? Give me a break.
Chega! Que porra você tá fazendo? Como assim? Você tá com algum problema?
Whatever the hell they were arguing about, it was time for me to add my 2 cents.
Estamos aqui por causa das meninas do branco. Ele não tem nada a ver.
No choice but to keep pushing forward.
It's one of the hardest parts of this
Still alive,
level.
at least.
It's not
This
the
crew was
it's
starting
not
to
the
run out
helicopter
like
sniper
fans at the
part,
gate
but
crashers at
it's
last
pretty
week's party.
hard.
These guys had some real issues with the Broncos. They were back to finish the job. I figured it was time to start doing mine.
Eu não posso ficar aqui.
This wasn't the time to be second-guessing myself. I had to hurry or I'd lose them. They were headed for the helicopter pad. I had to get to the roof before Giovanna and Fabiana left on a one-way flight. I knew this was going to be a bad idea, but in the continued absence of any good ones, I decided to go with it. What a view. I guess my time in Sao Paulo wasn't quite the paid holiday in the sun I'd been promised. At least I was getting shot at by a middle-class psychopath. These guys weren't messing around. This place was like Baghdad with G-strings. A couple of more seconds and I'd have given some poor street cleaner a crappy start to his day. ride to catch.
Pull me up! And I want you down!
All I said!
Come on, come on! Jesus, Max, I can't leave you alone for 5 minutes. What the hell happened in there?
They jumped us. Same guys from the party, I think. They grabbed the girls and Marcelo, but he's here now.
Yeah, don't worry about me, homie. I'm just a guy paying you lots of money to protect me.
Yeah, what were you drinking?
Bet your ass I was. You try staying in there for 5 minutes sober.
That's one of my
Right,
favorite
look, there they
lines.
are.
Come on up! Come on up!
Come on, quick, get after them.
Are you crazy? We can't just leave her. Max, you gotta do something. Come on, get the rifle back there.
For Christ's sake. She's making a
This
run
part's
for
pretty
it.
tough.
Hey, hold on. Bring it around.
Move, you're gonna lose her.
Got her! Kill that son of a bitch!
Jesus, so hard. Ah.
Give me a break.
Ah.
Max, shoot that bastard!
Stay on her.
Don't worry, I see her.
What are you going to do about Fabiana?
I don't know. I'm taking it one sister at a time right now.
Shoot him down! Shoot him down!
Ah. And I gotta try that again.
Thanks for leaving me to fend for myself in there, Max.
We're after the girls, not you. Move, you're gonna lose her.
That's why this segment's called Geno's Bad at Games.
How is this getting around it? I'm melting! Oh, look, there she is there.
Shit.
Eu não disse que eu ia te pegar. Se foi fácil demais.
She's headed inside, Passos. Get us down there.
All right, I'm headed to the helipad.
Oh yeah, the rockets.
Max! Max!
There was a goddamn army of these goons. Clearly, somebody wanted these girls bad. Or maybe they just assumed the Broncos security team consisted of more than a drunk American has-been and a Brazilian never-was who should have paid more attention in flying school. Either way, I needed to find Giovanna before they did.
ficando vergonhoso. Ela não vale a pena. Temos a mulher do branco. Foi por isso que viemos aqui. O serrano vai tomar. Por aqui, rapaziada!
Where is he?
The odds on Giovanna still being alive were getting worse by the second, and if Fabiana wasn't dead already, I was guessing pretty soon she'd start wishing she was. I was up for one god-awful performance review. This was a mess. Where the hell was Passos? We were two failed cops failing miserably at being bodyguards. He approached everything with about as little preparation as I did. Maybe that's why we got along.
Giovanna! Giovanna!
Max! Over here! What's happening? Where were you?
Are you all right?
What, do I look all right?
Don't worry, we're gonna get you out of here.
Passos, where is he? Is he okay?
Had to make a quick detour. He's fine. He's right there.
Oh my god. It's Raul!
Giovanna!
Raul!
What are you doing?
Giovanna! Hey! No, nothing. Go.
Seems like I wasn't the only guy around here who had taken his eye off the ball.
Are you okay?
My weakness was the drink. Passos was the sister. Things were turning pretty ugly in this town. The boss's girl was gone, and part of me wished I was too.
Well, we're going to call it quit for tonight, guys. We'll continue with Chapter 3 whenever I come back with this. This has been Geno's Bad at Games, and if you couldn't tell, the title fits the show.